Hey everybody, hope everybody's doing good, staying blessed and feeling well. I am back. So today I thought that I would come in because earlier I did a few videos with no uh, voice or me talking on them. And I just thought that I would take a moment and actually go back into talking about this particular book. And I picked this up along with the other ones from the thrift store. And I was actually very surprised to see this because in my spiritual journey and in my wanting to be educated or not more knowledgeable about different belief systems, it was really surprising to me to see this book in the thrift store along with some other books that I showed in the previous video, but I guess I should just go ahead and show them again. Oh, and don't pay that basket any mind. I'm actually in between doing chores, so that's my clean laundry that I have to take up the steps. I know, right? I really don't like doing laundry, but it has to be done. And hey, um, this book, as you guys have been following me, you probably already know I like to read different books, and this one caught my eye for obvious reasons. This one um, was very interesting to the eye when I went to go pick it up because I was curious what it was be about. And when I got to looking through it and reading some of it, I thought that it was a really interesting find. So I decided to bring it home and actually read it. And then there's this book, which I thought was interesting just looking at the title. And then I went and looked at the back of it and thought to myself, it'll probably be an interesting read for me. Now, that being said, this was the first book that actually ended up getting into my hands when I first walked over into the book section. And it was really, I guess, interesting because it was sitting like in a position that was saying, hey, you, come and look at me. And when I went and picked it up, I was just like, wow, what are the chances of me actually seeing this particular book? Now, that being said, it brings me into something that I thought that I would actually talk to you guys about, and I'm curious how other people feel about this particular topic. And it's, do you feel as though things happen for a reason, or that do you get that sensation of deja vu often, or do you feel as though we we are we have choices that can change things, or do you believe in fate? I am really curious about how other people feel about that. But when things like that happen, I feel as though there's some type of a force guiding me to the knowledge that I'm seeking. Now, that being put out there like that, I'm not trying to weird or creep anybody out, but it just seems like whenever I need the answer to something, things happen to get me the answer that I need. Whether it be through meditation, whether it be through prayer, whether it be through just sitting and clearing my mind, whether it be through a source of a stranger or a family member or somebody that I would consider associate or a friend. That is something that I've found to be very interesting, is that whenever I need something answered, the answer usually comes in one shape, form, or another for me. And so I'm just really curious, you guys. Do you believe in fate? Do you believe in that there's an underlying force that we have a certain number of choices, but the outcome is going to be one thing regardless of what choices we make? I don't know. Maybe I'm wording that very silly, but it's something that I've been thinking about, and that goes into karma too, the way that you treat other people and how things happen to you, and all of that situation is something that I've been really meditating on, because in my journey I've been finding that the more honest I am with myself, the better my life is. And what I mean by that is there have been times that I can honestly say I have, in my mind, tried to talk myself out of something that I knew was something that I should do, simply because of how other people might react, or because I knew that it would be a hard thing to do. And in some ways, I would look at that as me denying part of myself. And I'm seeing the more that I'm open and honest and really see why it is that I do some of the things that I do, my choices become easier and my life has become easier. Just acknowledging myself. And I've also come to this conclusion that I've had like a revolving circle with almost all of my life, and it's love yourself. If you don't love yourself, how can you possibly love other people? And I have had internal debates about that situation, whereas though I know sometimes in my life I have not been as good to myself as I've been to other people. And I've noticed that other people might have been happy with me and may not have noticed that something was wrong, but internally there was a struggle going on. And I'm just feeling a sense of release or relief by not putting myself in any type of limiting situation where I can't be myself completely. And I guess hopefully this doesn't seem too much of rambling or anything like that, but there is this sense of peace that has been coming into my life, and a sense of pure well-being that has been coming into my life since I have been accepting myself truly. And some time back I did a video about I am who I am, and I'm finding that there are deeper levels of that. That there are deeper I'm saying deeper. There are deeper levels of myself that I am getting into just by actually listening. And I've been really trying to figure out, where is this source of enlightenment really coming from? And once I start to meditate on that, I find myself doing different things more. Like I find myself dancing more often, or I'll feel moved to just get up and move around, and I'll take more baths. And you might laugh at me for this, but my bath time is a very I guess the word sacred thing to me, that I'll go and I'll cleanse myself, or I'll go and I'll let things go there. And I don't know. It's just something that I've really been realizing in this journey, that each person has their own path, and it's interesting all of the different things that I've gone through to get to where I am right now. And once I stopped worrying about what other people would do, I just felt relieved. They're truly free. And I just thought that I would share that with you guys. And I was just curious, have you experienced anything like that? And I hope everybody's doing good, staying blessed and feeling well. And hopefully I didn't ramble on too long. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.